Right? Shalom, shalom. Make sure that brother stay on that side. Just tell him to work the cameras. Shalom, shalom. We the Hebrew Israelites come out here day in, day out, prophesy downfall of America, which is modern day Babylon, modern day Egypt, spiritual Egypt, like it says in the scriptures, the uprising of Israel. Why we say Kwam Yashala. Israel consists of so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans, West Indians, Cuban, Puerto Ricans, Jamaican, Messian, so-called, we say, all over this planet Earth, man. But the core of us is here in America under this captivity, man. So always and foremost give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Exalting always the Heavenly Father's name and His Son, Yahawah. He is the be existing Son, Yahawashi. He that saves. We're in the time of need of Savior more than ever. We always say Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash, which is in the Holy Spirit, And double honors to the apostle, elders, bishops, great millstone. Been doing a beautiful job with the truth, and salutation to the contrite spirits, men, women, and children out there scattered across the world, the Israelite boners. So we're just going to get into various topics, whatever Most High will, and we hope it's edifying, man. So, going to go to the scripture many people are familiar with. I think it's Jeremiah 28. The scripture probably before I prophesied. Oh, okay. That was in Jeremiah 28. It ain't popping up.
No, it just loaded up. It just took a second for it to load up.
Before me, King James.
It's Jeremiah 28:8.
All right, Jeremiah 28 and 8. It says, "The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and pestilence." That's what the Most High called us to do. His work, to be prophets, to say before what's coming. A lot of these prophecies had already taken place. The Israelites that would be scattered across the four corners of the world, we're scattered across. The Most High said we'll go into captivity. A nation will not know they tongue, fierce countenance, not give favor to the young or the old. Going into captivity, the uttermost part of the world, Babylon, we shall not be, no man shall bite him, So we're prophesying of evil times, and the most, America's makeup is made up of so-called good times, like freedom and liberty, So when we teach about those things, they call us the bad guys, the bearer of bad news, so to speak, But, Russia's going to be the bearer of bad news when they send the nukes over here. So, that's what we prophesy. And the Most High said He speaks to His prophets since the beginning of the world, man. All our captivities, Most High said, are prophets. That's why we have high holy days, because prophets was out there teaching what do you call it, the wall of Jericho that came down. That just like America, we spiritually chanting America down, man, with this word. So that's why the Most High deal with His word first. He said, in the beginning was the Word is God, and the Word became flesh and dwelt among This is what Most High he deals with. So we got spiritual swords, a spiritual word, and then it's going to become manifest physically. You got something?
Yeah, just going in like you were saying, Russia's going to be sending their missiles over here. And we know that, you got particular camps outside of GMS that's talking a lot about, saying that Russia is going to come back. They're going to come back, and Russia's going to try to come back after Yahawashi take over these kingdoms, but that's not going to happen, man. And, we in that time where this draft is going to happen, man. So if you serving Yahawashi, you shouldn't have to worry about that. But these people out here not serving the Lord, these men who just doing whatever they want to do, the Lord going to see you in that draft, you're going to fight for Esau. So this is Joel, chapter 2, verse 20. And it reads, "But I will remove far off from you the northern army." That's talking about that draft. They're going to get sent over there in the Middle East and will drive him into a land barren and desolate. That's talking about Saudi Arabia, over there in the Middle East. With his face toward the East Sea, which is the Persian Gulf, right? Persian Gulf, and his hinder part towards the utmost sea, which is the Red Sea. And his stink shall come up, and his ill savor shall come up, because he have done great things. So it's going to be a great slaughter in that land.
Going into Jehoshaphat, Yahawah Shaphat, that means Yahweh judges. Like America is just playing a part of the harlot. She plays a great part right now. But when America destroyed it, Most High ain't gonna be worrying about America. It's gonna be desolate. Nothing shall remain here. So it's really gonna be coming to go get those ones that calling themselves us and all those Edomites over there on the other side. So right now we're here because we're standing on the same soil where we're prophesying that this place is going down. We can get into the heart of the rise of the beast a little bit. This is a harlot. If you look up harlot right quick.
Harlot definition, it says a prostitute. Means basically going back to when you go back to the back then, a little bit back to what kind of means is a vagabond, a beggar, a lecherous man or woman.
Yeah, that's what America does. They beg for your money, whether you're paying bills or rent, gas, tickets. Everybody's calling you at the same time wanting that money. Man.
Promiscuous women, says thieves, cutthroats. Adulterers, unfaithful.
Yeah. In America, she influenced. Just look at Kamala Harris. She got Meg Thee Stallion to twerk at a damn campaign or whatever, man. That's the American. That's the America's the harlot. Women come over here to be harlots. Man. You had the slut walk. You have this all out. Our women that following this harlot, and they become harlots. So this is the harlot that rises up on the beast. Beast is NATO EU. And Most High got Russia separate from the beast for a reason. It's his chess pieces. They're not a part of NATO, but they're gonna have. They build in the bricks. So it's a whole different operation. It's a whole army of operations the Most High is setting up. And it says in the harlot, there's a deep ditch. This is the rabbit hole. This is the deep ditch right here in America. It says, and after these things, Revelation 18:1, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and is fallen, and become a habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and cage of every unclean and hateful bird. You know, that's what this place is going to be, a desolation. Ain't nothing but creepy crawling things. You know, I think it says something like the owl shall lay their nest there, or the crow, or something like that. Like, you know,
So the satyrs shall dance.
yeah, you know, it's gonna be laid flat, desolate. You know? And a lot of this stuff is AI anyway, so it don't matter anyway. You know? Most High is gonna, it's not a place gonna be remodeled or makeover. Most High is done with America. You know, it says. It says, for all the nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, man. You know, and that's what she do. She spill out wine is, you know, another word for philosophies, or, you know, and all the things that America deals with, the blasphemous things they teach in their education and all that.
Just like you were saying earlier, this place is like the other philosophies is known as strange women.
Yeah.
You know, that's what this place is, just strange women.
Yeah. And that's why Most High talks about thy lovers, Israel. You know, they should not help thee. You know, our people are in the bed with these nations, and they learn their religion, they join their religion, you know, and it's corrupting their minds and their spirits, man.
And aside of that, if they don't decide to go into a religion, they worship in the money.
Yeah.
They just pay in the bag all day.
Yeah. And that's a God into this world. There's God in this world. And the love of it is a root of all evil. It says, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through abundance of delicacies. And that's why America keeps up with this, you know, congressional thing with these other nations. When they go to war, they talk about, when it's high war, they talk about negotiations. You know, they still sit at the table with these leaders of these nations. You know, and then America be lying to them. That's why these nations are mad at it. You know, one of the reasons why the nations are mad, like, damn, you lied to us and shit. They be making bogus contracts and shit. Hey, you know that by how they dealt with the Native Americans, man. You know, we'll be, you know, commit to more energy and solar power, and we're gonna build, and we got this new world order, and you know, everybody could be a part of it and all that. But the elites are looking from afar and saying, you know what, damn, everybody hate this soil. They're gonna send missiles over to the soil. We don't want to be a part of it, you know? Or they don't want to be here when it happens. You know? So they got a bird's eye view of this place, eagle's eye view of this place, satellites and all that, watching America, how it's run, what they doing, who they talking with, negotiations. During the time of World War II, they had Cold Purple and all that, and the Enigma machine, the communication in war. They want to know who other nations are dealing with, talking with. And what did it say in the Obadiah? The ones that bear peace with you is going to make war with you.
Yep, deceive you. Obadiah 1:7.
Yeah.
They're going to deceive you. They ain't going to even see it coming.
Yeah. Because, hey, the Most High, he said, deceiver and deceiver is his. And he got America in a handbag and a trick bag. He giving all America this great beauty on the outside, inward, like, like, you know, dead bones, man. You know? It says, the earth of the, it says, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of a delicacy, because you got an import and export system where these nations come in and bring food. All the food in America comes from outside sources. You know, the trucking system. Like, America don't have really nothing left. Like, you know, nothing to really offer these nations but labor and a shot at the new world order and shit that everybody kind of want to be a part of if it works.
Entertainment.
Yeah, and entertainment. You know, and that's us. We the kind of like we the excitement and entertainment why people want to come to to America in the first place. Yeah. We the one that made Rome great, man. You know? The Roman Empire. Man. We make these places. Joseph made Egypt great. You know? That's probably why Jake talk about Egypt today and don't even know it. And Moses, you know? And the Israelites, man. We make everything great. You know? It says, and I heard another Habakkuk 2 and 5, see what that says.
Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5, and it reads, Yea, also because he transgresses by wine.
He transgresses by wine. Like we said, his philosophy, you know, making people drunk. You know, our people are drunk on this shit. Drunk on education, drunk on the church, the Christianity, drunk on Muslim religion. That's a coexisting religion here in America.
The Babylon Jews.
The Babylon Jews, Mormonism. Oh, they got something called coexist right here in America. They ain't gonna use Christianity as market view because they trying to coexist these religions. At the same time, use that as to dominate the forces of these religions. Religion means to hold back, you know.
He is a proud man.
He is a proud man. You know? The ego, using the ego as a symbol of pride. The banners of his flag, you know, to show up his company, the advertisement of his New World Order, man, in a subliminal way. Jake don't know it. And if he laid the cards on the table, Jake would be like, damn, this shit is crazy. They got the Georgia Guidestones, they got Keto Project, they got, you know, all these projects. If you go into the history, they got many projects, man. You know, they constantly working on projects and plans and all that. All the outer limits is based on them microchipping motherfuckers, you know, and controlling people, you know, and trying to go through different dimensions and trying to play with the Most High Spirit.
Trying to transfer consciousness.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're trying to do to escape the Lord. They're trying to go digital.
Yeah. What did it say? I think, who was it that said Rockefeller, I think? He said they trying to put the soul into a chip. Your actual soul being into a microchip. It's crazy as hell.
These bastards try to do anything.
Yeah. Most High said there's celestial beings and terrestrial beings. There ain't no fucking computer dynamics working with the electrical components and wire systems and shit.
To transfer a soul, it just don't work like that.
You think we gonna be in the kingdom with light poles and shit and cable systems all over across the world and shit?
Yeah.
Look, every time, when it happens, a storm and shit, the cable stuff knocked down, people get electrocuted and shit. These is not supposed to be up there, man.
They got them stinky ass junkyards and shit where all the trash go. We ain't have to be worried about all that.
Man. The 5G's, towers and all that. Yeah. Cell phones. Jake can't even imagine what it was like without a cell phone back then. They be like, what did y'all do? Like we was cave people back then. Shit, we played. We visited people. We talked to people and shit. You know, face to face. We gathered together and had, you know, cookouts and whatever like Jake did. What do we do, man? Go ahead.
Prophecies as well, you know, sometimes when we have it. This is also reads, neither keep it at home.
Keep it at home. He's a vagabond. That goes back to Cain, Tubal Cain, which was a traveling weapon. Man.
It's that same thing about when you said, look at that word harlot, it said a vagabond.
Yeah, she just roams all the roams all the streets, but America roams these countries and say, hey, we got this for you, you know, slinging that box, man, that American box.
Yep. And then they go in there in the inside and cause corruption and cause chaos and try to keep their system, you know, kind of dismantled so they can take resources.
Yeah.
And so they won't ever come to take them over.
Because some of the greatest publications happen in America to where they feel like they kind of come here, like the athletes, like the Olympics we seen. You know, ain't nobody outdoing America and Olympics in America, and because it's Jake.
Yep.
And even in track, who's the winning in track right now? The Benjamites, the Judites, all people.
Yep.
And they put the American flag on their back, and they win for the U.S. But the U.S. gets to suck that in and take that Him and shit. That's small people, man.
Same way with that Simone Biles.
Yeah,
That lady, she done won them 5 damn gold medals or whatever.
Yep.
In the last 5 years.
Yep. Same thing with the jiu-jitsu stuff, UFC. We dominate in there. Go ahead.
So who enlarges his desire as hell and is as death.
Yeah, as death. And that's what he causes all around the world. Yeah. And he'll take over lands and conquer lands as far as borders he can go.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know that like the Americas, they got the they got the other Americas, which is South America.
Mm-hmm.
So they dominated, colonized those lands too.
Yep.
Yeah. So if they took over Ukraine, they'll be calling it Ukraine Americans. You know? But they got,
Ukrainicas.
yeah, but they, the investments and the interest they got in these places, they keep, they make sure they walk on eggshells because they're dealing with other nations. America's over here alone, like this is the Western world, like people, she's out there like butt naked, exposed and shit.
You know they did. They went over to Iraq. They went to Afghanistan for the gold. They went to Iraq for the oil, and then they tried to go to Syria, but Iran and Russia wasn't having it, man. So they didn't get to have their way over there.
Did they into Afghanistan and all that? Was Saddam Hussein out of the hole? They was dealing with Fidel Castro. He was a Cuban, and they was trying to link up. They was trying to. Fidel Castro was becoming a rebel, along with Guevara, and they was trying to make a pact to own and start, trying to really take control of Cuba. That's why they took them out. But also the Japan thing too, the Pearl Harbor thing, they had oil pipelines underground. And I think it extended to, I forget where it extended, but they had underground pipelines of oil, and they wanted that oil. So they caused that's what I get from it. They caused the Pearl Harbor thing to happen. And they got involved in all that. They said the Japanese attacked Hawaii, right? Is that?
Yeah, right.
That was
it was Hawaii.
Yeah, it was Hawaii. But they said the Japanese did it. So then they went to Japan and gave them an ultimatum to say, get out of there. We're coming in and bombing y'all.
Yeah. So it says it's death and cannot be satisfied.
He cannot be satisfied. He wants more. He wants gold. He wants the jewels. He wants the silver. He wants the souls. He wants control. He wants ultimate control. He wants all the states. He wants all the countries. But Most High is dividing because they supposed to be all together. Edomites. They were once allies during the Russia and U.S. used to be allies. And the Cold War thing came. Most High separated their ass. Like, no, I ain't gonna do that shit. This is my show. Now, Russia came back into power, like it says, hooks on the jaws, and bringing it back to that Soviet Union. Now they like threatening America, like we'll bomb your ass. Oh, wait a minute, let's negotiate. Let's talk about this UFO alien invasion type thing. Because they was trying to come together. Like, okay, what if what if an alien invasion happened? Well, we'll fight together. Yep. Which the alien invasion is Yahawashi and angels, man. Yep. And they are going to try to fight together. It says that in the scriptures.
So at the end of the day, even the bitter, just like Aristotle, one of his quotes was, even the common enemy will unite even the bitterest enemies. Right. So even at the end of that, because they're not all Americans is going to be in America when they get nuked. Some of them going to be over there. Yeah. Some of the military is still going to be over there, and they bunkers over there, hiding from the Lord. And they're going to come out with Russia trying to fight the Most High. So we know Russia ain't going to take over. They're going to get taken down with America.
And not rise again, man.
Yep, never rise again.
You said it says in the scriptures they're gonna beat their weapons in the plowshares, man.
Yeah, it said we'll learn war anymore.
Yeah.
So these other people talking about the 1,000 years is we're gonna be ruling for 1,000 years and they're gonna try to rise up with what? Yeah. What some damn plowshares? Ain't gonna work, man.
Hey, we can't overtake Esau without the Most High. How are they gonna overtake us?
Yeah, and that's when we're immortal. You know, Lord, when we are that number, that's when we're immortal. How some motherfuckers get their ass whooped? You've been in slavery for 1,000 years. You gonna just rise up out of nowhere with what? And then what you gonna rule?
Yeah, it takes building. Like it takes time to build and get that summit, that congressional NATO EU type of beastly thing going again.
Yeah, they still building that.
Yeah,
and it's going bad.
They on borrowed time. They should have been built this shit.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So it says, it cannot be satisfied, but gathers unto him all nations.
All nations. That's what we do. His democracy, his promises, his soothing sayings and all that. You know? We got a piece for you. China is they basically in a suit of America. They got suit and ties over there. They got a McDonald's. They got a gym over there and all that. It's like I thought y'all had your own shit.
Got to make McDowell's, but they selling dog in it.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy ass
McDog and shit. You know what I'm saying? Get you a dog burger.
Yeah.
And then they're just now saying that we're gonna take dogs off the menu. Like why y'all been eating in the damn first place?
Why? Yeah. And then you had that one guy. He was
part of the brothers and sisters in the company.
Yeah, the dude. He was from the BBC, and
I think I saw it.
Yeah, he got caught like brutalizing like sodomizing these damn dogs, man. Like
you gotta be. You probably Alex the Crowley right there.
Yeah, man. You talking about 30-some dogs, man.
That's Alex the Crowley being
That's disgusting. So he eating people and dogs. Something wrong with this damn devil. You gotta go.
Yeah. Then somebody gonna say, well, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, no, ain't no long nothing, mother. You guys to get put to death, man.
And the beast.
Yeah.
So it won't be no confusion.
Yeah, man. It just says, and he becomes him all people.
Yeah, all people. That's how you do. Misery loves company. Yeah, man, I got this project. It don't seem like it's gonna work, but I'm telling you, it's gonna work. Talk to them over there. No, we got our own thing. I'm telling you, man. Because you're going to hell in the handbasket, man.
So you're trying to take as many people as you can with it.
It says, that's the character of the devil. He said, I walking to and fro on the earth, up and down the earth to see who he may divide. That's them, man. They to and fro on the earth. They always. Who knows what they talking about over there when they see these nations, man? Biden and Trump, whoever was in office at the time, they probably didn't told him some weird ass shit. We like, damn, this motherfucker gonna get us all killed. Y'all don't know what them secret talk. It's a secret council. You're not invited. And they don't tell Kamala Harris shit. They probably tell her to leave the room and shit. Like,
that's the same thing with the brotherhood, though. We a secret council too. Like a lot of stuff, like we know, but we don't teach it. We teach only to brothers.
That's on the right hand side.
Yeah, we're same way over here.
That's why apostles say inside joke.
Yeah,
everybody, you outside there, you ain't gonna know what it means. So Most High got secrets himself. It says back at 4, it says, and I heard another voice from her saying, "Come out of my people, that you may not be partakers of her sins." Ultimately, those chariots, but we're coming out of the state of mind of darkness from her. We're not celebrating her holidays. We're not, voting anymore, partaking of these different things that she puts out for education. Hell with graduation, man. I mean, you can take up a trade, like we always say, get your money, but the trade ain't gonna teach you how to. It's gonna teach you some basic fundamentals. It ain't gonna teach you how that you're an Israelite, about the history of us being in Babylon and in Syria and all that.
It was up to them. Everybody in the Bible would be fucking Edomites. Everybody be so-called white people, like it's been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been telling, they and not only the Yahawashi, but they tell you that the angels is,
everybody was white. Okay, like what the hell? Everybody so-called white. You like, it's a whole other race out here, a whole bunch of them.
Like Apostle Barak was going into, like, that's blasphemous, man. They put naked angels to shoot off arrows in a grown man's ass to fall in love and shit.
Man, it's that Valentine's Day, man. So wicked, man.
Yeah, man. And I heard, but you'll have a woman break up with you because you didn't buy her nothing on Valentine's Day. That's a wicked ass house. That goes back to Cupid and all that.
Yeah,
that weird ass shit, man. Which is pedophilia. Naked angel babies. It says, come out of her, my people, beam me up, Scotty. We want to get beamed up by the Most High. Chariot, the fathership. I don't care what y'all believe in, man. That's impossible. That somebody got struck by lightning in a soccer field,
and it didn't hit nothing but his forehead.
Yeah, exactly.
It hit just his head. Yeah.
Like, that ain't no coincidence.
Yeah. Then you had that one lightning bolt that hit that Edomite and knocked 100 cows down and killed half of them and him.
Something else is going on.
Something up.
It says that you may be because of the sins that you be seeing out of plagues. Yeah, because the Most High said this place is going to be hit with plagues as the old Egypt. Even the plagues are not written in this book. So what's some plagues, man? You got locusts, you name some of them. You got new plagues. You got flesh-eating diseases. You got, they were spreading. America has been spreading once with Ebola, H1N1. What else? The COVID and all that.
Bird flu.
The salmonella. And was it something called the chicken flu? The bat.
Opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
This is all curses.
Yeah.
It said that there's diseases not written in the book.
Yep. Homeless is a curse. Now we're starting to see more homeless Edomites.
Yep. And we was hopefully, Lord willing, we could do a sit down on it. We was going into Rock 17 and it talk about how most things that the Lord did, we don't know about. Nobody do. Most of that stuff he's got it to where, he reveals his secrets unto the prophets, but there's certain things that he ain't even told the prophets.
Yeah.
That's just for him.
Yeah. Even when he was talking to Edris, the angel was giving answers to Edris, but he said even if you ask questions, you don't even marvel more. Like, let's just wait and see what the Most High got for us, man. But we do got the names of the Most High. He said it was no name ever they're giving among men.
Everybody must be saved in Acts 4:12.
Yep.
NATO troops. Yeah, they said NATO troops are in UK.
Yeah,
Ukraine.
That's how devil. Yeah, NATO troops in Ukraine fighting the Russian troops. Yeah, see the video has troops fighting in Ukrainian uniforms. Mm-hmm. And Ukraine used to be a part of Russia, but see how everything Most High is breaking up everything. That's why they talking. Russia was talking shit like, "We own Ukraine." We became, because they became independent during the Cold War when Russia, dissolved down, so to speak. They got their shot at independence, so now they saying, we are our own sovereign country.
But then they keep asking Babylon, keep asking America for all these damn weapons and shit. And it shows that they dependent. Yeah. And really, I seen an article, it was brothers spreading it around, but it was talking about how Ukraine tried to raid Russia. They trying to raid Russia, but they sending the last of their troops, man. That's why they sending out robot dogs. They do whatever they can because they running out of troops, man. They running out of people, man. It's just about up, man.
Guess what? They gonna have their own draft. Guess who's over there? Jake. Jake is in Ukraine, man. Jake is in Russia.
Yep.
Jake is in all other places, man.
You ain't serving the Lord, you're not gonna escape that draft, Jake.
So Jacob's trouble is coming. All over the world. We all over the world, man. It says back in verse 18, verse 5, for her sins have reached into heaven, man. She went up, she's messing with the firmaments, man. She's up there with NASA program, satellites and all that, you know. It says it says in Obadiah, you know, she's trying to sit on the throne like the Most High, man. What is it? What is it? Most High's throne. He says, "My throne is in the heavens. In the heavens, and earth is my footstool." They're trying to be up there like the Most High and look down at people like gods. But they're trying to do it technically wise, you know, with the satellites. Most High don't need no satellite. Angel don't need no damn satellite, no telescope to look far and shit. They got powers to do that.
Everything they do down here, these devices are artificial. It's a false light.
Yeah. Just like Superman. Superman he don't need no glasses. All that time he as Clark Kent wearing glasses and shit.
You need the motherfuckers. Take the motherfuckers out.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Lois Lane, stupid ass. You look familiar. I'm Superman, bitch.
Superman, bitch. All I got is the glasses and the shoe though.
I wouldn't have had no time. If I had superpowers, I couldn't take Lois, man. Like, you getting on my damn nerves, man. I'll just fly into the heavens in the firmament. I don't gotta deal with this shit.
I get 4-5 you Lois Lane real quick.
Like, Lois Lane wasn't the prettiest woman. She wasn't like all that, man. I would have been in some of them other UK. I would have been all across the world.
And that's how, you know, it makes sense, because that's how Jake is. Jake had all this power, had the kingdom, had all that with Yahawashi, and then he came down here and started messing with these damn women, man, that wasn't even talking about shit, man. You know what I'm saying? We wasn't talking about that. They were just some regular old women, and then they went over there and messed with them.
But that's why it says don't sit in the company of women. Yeah. Because you can get taken down. If you're a king, you can get taken. Look at Solomon. Your women they will take you down. Yeah. We ain't putting we know the dynamics of the Most High. He said that the woman's heart is snares and nets. So we know those dynamics. We careful about that shit.
Yeah, that box can be a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah, and it has been.
Destroy your ass.
Look what happened when you listen to Eve. All hell broke loose.
Your ass out here through.
Yeah, it says, and then we're reading about the harlot as a woman. Like, the whole of America is a harlot, a woman. Wisdom is a woman.
And she's drunken with the blood of the saints.
Yeah.
Destroys men. This place is meant to destroy men. That's what it's created for.
Yeah, exactly.
To belittle and destroy men.
I was just thinking about that woman thing. Like, the Most High got wisdom, and what they say, be wiser than the serpent. So in wisdom, you could be deceitful. You could against your enemy. Paul was using wisdom. He was lying to a lot of them people, especially Agrippa and shit. People like that. Like he ain't trying to convert Agrippa, convert Herodians and shit.
Yeah.
They trying to search for Yahawashi at his birth, man, to kill him. You think he gonna try to convert somebody like that? These people are operated to be the wicked like the Most High. We ain't trying to convert Esau into a good person. Man.
Can't make a crooked thing straight.
Yeah.
What's the point?
What does Zechariah 2 and 7 say?
Mm-hmm.
Zechariah 2 and 7, deliver thyself, O Zion, that dwellest with the daughter of Babylon.
Yeah, deliver yourself. You dwelling with the daughter of Babylon. Y'all having fun like some young whore. She's an artificial whore now. Like she artificially made herself like she's still young and shit. That's an old bitch you walking with. That's an old harlot that you walking with. We see this like we tired of America. America's old to us. Man. Like tired of this shit, voting and shit. Trying to get rights and shit. Going to these schools and shit.
Ain't been doing that for a really long time.
Yeah, that shit is old, man.
Been tired of this shit.
what do they say on a lot of them shows? That's why industry, a Hollywood industry, is full with plastic surgery and shit. They don't want to get old. Yeah, BBLs and plastic surgery and heart transplants. They don't want to get old and die. They want to live forever. They're trying to make a pill to make you live forever. They think that MOTB, because you could program yourself to live forever. You could replace your heart and all the organs and run up this machine and have you have the power to live forever.
You got Elon Musk lying ass talking about you take that thing, you're gonna have superpowers and shit. You ain't have no superpowers.
Yeah, remember they had it on Netflix with Jamie Foxx. Power something. Something like that. No, not Supercell, but the other.
Take that pill.
Yeah, you take
Project Power.
Project Power. You take the pill and you release something.
Start bugging out for about 35 seconds and then you go away.
And they don't even know what their power gonna be. They just take it as. It's just like somebody on their drugs, PCP. It makes them feel powerful. You know. Yeah. And they do have demons on them because they be doing that.
Why would you want to do that? Like, what do you take? You turn to a super midget or something like that?
Yeah, man.
It then some side effect happens, and your ass is stay a midget forever.
Just like exactly, like Alice in Wonderland.
Don't be taking these pills, Jay.
The bitch said saw a bottle and it said drink me. She said, well, I guess I'll drink this. What else? Like the lean, that gave me lean in it. For like 10 minutes and shit. You thinking like, what the hell is he doing? Yeah, that's the American makeup, man. And our women with the makeup and eyelashes and like you said, the BBLs, the fingernails and shit.
They getting to the point to where it's artificial birds out here. I see yesterday they got drones, like drone birds and shit. You know, and they've been doing that for a little bit. They said they've been talking about that since World War I. They've been making drones and shit that's birds. And it looked like a bird. Like if it was up here, you wouldn't be able to really see that it wasn't no bird. Because they're using real feathers, they're using a real face of a dead bird. Like, it's artificial stuff.
Yeah. Silicone, synthetic skin, and all that.
You're going to see some synthetic bird droppings on the ground. Like, that bitch burning gas because it got to fly and shit. Like, what the hell is wrong?
That's the miracles of the beast. But pretty soon, they're going to put their relatives in this computer system. You know, they got that on TikTok right now. You can make pictures talk and shit like that. Y'all keep fucking around with this beast. He gonna have y'all twisted.
Y'all
gonna be in virtual reality thinking you sleep and you tired as hell in real life. Your eyeballs about to fall out your head because you ain't had no sleep. But in virtual reality, you've been sleeping like a mud. Like going back to Neo, he said, "Why do my eyes hurt? You never used them."
Yeah.
And he said, "You think that air you're breathing? This is not real air we're breathing.
Yeah.
If we breathe the real air, it's like give up the ghost, man. That's how corrupted, polluted this place is.
Yeah, we wouldn't be able to adapt to it.
Yeah,
it would be too clean.
Yeah.
So I said our righteousness is filthy rags. We can't even breathe clean air out here.
Yeah, man.
Through
Water, dirty,
dirty, all that shit, man.
The sky, what do they say? The firmament's got plastic in it.
Yeah,
chemtrails.
Yeah, chemtrails.
Drinking water, contaminated water out of plastic bottles.
The lakes are full of water. Lakes full of plastic bottles and shit. Where's all this shit?
Plastic bottles and dead bodies everywhere.
That's how American citizens live. They just walk down the street and take a shit and keep walking and shit. You know? We had to go through that a lot in Hollywood. Man. It's like, damn, somebody shit in the corner with the teeth.
That shit's real too. Oh,
That's
in LA, man.
Yeah.
That shit crazy, man. I can't believe that, man. That's wild.
It says, be 6. God says, come out of it so you won't partake of the sins and receive not her plagues. For her sins have reached to heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities. You know? Jacob forgot. He said, what they say, forgiveness, prosperity, there's forgiveness and affliction. Jacob forget how they whipped us and hung us, burned us, raped us, robbed us, raped the women and shit. Put cats in the baby's women to see what, and sold it up and shit. Ate Jake, put him in a turkey-based position and eat him at the table. You know? Put us in ships where the ship is rocking back and forth with feces and urine and all that. Because what do you think, Jake? They let Jake use the restroom. They just let him piss right on the boat in the boat. And then had the nerve to talk about us when they let us out of the boat, like, Negroes are nasty.
Oh, motherfucker, like, I gotta take a shit every now and then.
I'm
like,
human, motherfucker.
Damn. And then they would put us in them big ass salt baths.
Yep.
Them hot ass salt baths, like 100 degrees. When we got over here, they would throw us in them bitches. And then it was salt and shit in there and hot ass water. And now Jake forgot all that because Esau gave him a job where he made $20 an hour and he can smoke weed whenever he wants to.
But Jake's soft emotional ass get mad at their parents for whooping their ass, you know, for 5 minutes, and Esau then broke the back broke the white meat out of y'all.
Yeah, tore the damn spine out your back.
Yeah. But he's cool.
Damn,
Jake is twisted.
Sound crazy thinking like that, man.
Yeah, man.
Crazy as hell.
That was back then. But if your pops and mom did that where they broke your back or whatever, and it healed up and all that, or what have you, you're gonna hate that dude to hate his parents forever.
Yeah.
You know?
Esau to get saved. Yeah. What? What do you want to save this bastard for, man? What? What good is he for?
Well, he gonna just tear up the land more and more.
Yeah.
It says, verse 6, got Jake living in a box with other people living in a box, an apartment complex. Even when you get your house, your next door neighbor still got a problem with you. She's Karen. You know? Give me a house, man. I didn't came up. Karen called the cops on you at least 5 times since you've been there. That ain't paradise. That ain't heaven. It says, verse 6, reward her even as she rewarded you. How did they reward us, man? Trouble, murder, you know, robbery. It said this place is full of robbery and lies, man. Mm-hmm. Depart from it. This is not our rest, man. It's greatly polluted, man. And all these things that America make up is take our money. You got to pay the school money, you know. You got to pay the church double tithes probably now and shit. You got to pay for your, you know, all this stuff, man. You got to pay the park and shit. You know?
Got to pay to drive the toll poles.
Yeah.
Tolls.
Yeah.
Like, I'm already paying all this other shit.
Then when you do work, they take taxes out of you and shit. And then your medical, you don't even use that medical. If you healthy, you take care of yourself. Right? They still take the medical out from you. Insurance and all that. Dental care.
You don't even need to use that insurance. You got to pay a deductible. Like $500,000.
Yeah, man. It says you shall not use usury against your neighbor, man. All this high interest and all that. That's bogus, man. And then if you don't pay, they're going to take you to jail. Physically handcuff your ass, take you to jail. Put a warrant out for your arrest. You missed one payment. It says, so what did it say? And double unto her, double according to her works, they're going to get paid double, man. Like just when you thought it was over, you got another 500 years. You know? Double, man. Hey, and what did it say? They think their houses continue forever, so they would have had us in slavery forever if it wasn't for the Most High. The Most High was putting it in the so-called white man age. You know, abolish slavery, even though they didn't. They just took it to another level. They was thinking smart. They was like, you know what, these niggas gonna rebel against us if we keep doing this. Let's use them for money. You know, let's use them. You know, with all this setup this paper yoke stuff. Contracts and all that. You know, if you try to get out, if you're an NBA player and shit, you try to get get out of your contract, they're gonna come search you down, man. They might even take you out. Because that's on the level of the elite type of dealing with shit. It ain't no team in high school. These people are dealing with the mafia. These NBA players, that's drug money running with a lot of this stuff. Like we mentioned, Jennifer Lopez dealing with Tommy Mottola. He's a high drug keeper, whatever. The company of Coca-Cola that deals with, that we went into, that deal with soda. They have Coke. They put Coke in the fucking Coca-Cola. And they're the biggest company. You know?
They did that like the 1950s. They finally stopped it.
Yeah.
But you know, they brought it back.
They started putting it back in there. Hello.
How you doing, huh? How you doing, Glory?
Nice to
see you. Nice to see you.
You too.
You're over here teaching the Bible.
Yeah. Just want to say hello.
How you doing? How you doing? Good.
Yeah. It's been a while.
No, I just be working.
Yeah.
You know, and I come out here and teach on Sundays.
Yeah. All right. Just stop to say hello. Love you, man.
Yeah, love you too. Love you too, bro. Good night.
See you.
Bye.
Says, reward her double according to the works in the cup where she had filled to her double, man. Like we said, she's gonna have to drink of that dregs of the cup. You know? She's gonna swallow down. Like the Most High gonna force it down her throat. Take the kingdom. The saints shall take the kingdom, make it by force.
The wrath of the Lord.
The wrath of the Lord, man, coming down on this place. Most High got a problem with America. Issue with Babylon. Great. It says, and look how much she had deliciously glorified herself and lived deliciously, man. They don't, like I said in the scripture, their lives are not in trouble like other men. All their, at least they don't even barely touch the ground and shit. They in the richest places, their mansions. Hey, even some of the average Edomites and shit got like 14 bedrooms and shit. 5 baths and shit. Could you imagine what Jake could lose his mind if he had that? Like, damn. We in heaven, Lord. Nah, this ain't heaven. You know? We done seen some of them houses. We was going to the house, they have castles and all that, palaces and all that. They live like kings and queens. The Most High is taking them down because now they average Edomite, they're losing their grip on finances. The woman is leaving the Edomite man, going with Jake. You know, there's more divorces now among Edomites now. They're losing the grip of America. Nobody believes in America like they used to. But Trump to make that statement called "Make America Great Again," what made it ungreat? For him to say that making it great again, what is he talking about? He's talking in the lines of that old Roman Empire way of dominance. That was their last capitalization on things. Now they want to bring, it's all they want to keep in that, and eventually control all the nations, like Antiochus, his Epiphanes, so all the Edomite leaders wanted to control the whole world.
They're still doing it to this day, and they could be out here and whatnot, like just like we see now. Some of my family look past everything, like didn't even ask, didn't check out nothing. Just like you don't say nothing, we ain't gonna say nothing. We not like the Christians. We're not gonna force you to know the truth. Yeah. We gonna teach you if you want. This is for the elect. It ain't for everybody, and you gotta realize that, Jake. Some of your own family ain't gonna make it, man. We don't even know if we gonna make it.
And in her being a woman, we might go into how women, they did the women, and now we're coming back to our family, and we might talk about family stuff. What is Paul said to him that is true, I become a Jew. So forth. You know, this is the comforter. We ain't all, about beating our people down. This is a comfort to our people. But our people got to get straight. They got to know that this shit is coming. We ain't gonna just read a bedtime story to you every day.
It's all about having the fear of the Lord, and when it comes down to it, a lot of our family they just don't got the fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
So it's like
and they don't know. They don't know about the Lord say kill and make it lie. They would think that was that's man wrote that. If he's not the Most High, how could he? Only the Most High could do that. If you say it's death on the earth or somebody's killing, and it ain't the Most High, then who is the Most High? Because he got power over every entity, over every spirit.
My family, we all grew up in Mississippi. They grew up in that plantation Christianity. And I know, I know she knows. Like my family, they know. They know this is what I teach. My mama teach them. My mama gonna say something. They know. So when they see me, they know. It's like it ain't nothing. This ain't nothing like some hidden secret. Like we the Israelites.
You ain't all quoted out and shit and wearing weird clothes. This you go back. This is how they. Hey, you go back to the Moors and all that, which a lot of our people. They had garments like this. The Native Americans had garments like this. And we're on the highways and byways. We're not in no secret temple or something. With robes on, with a cross on our forehead and shit. We regular people, man. We regular people. Just because we don't even work, we in a court. Regular people, man. What is that song? I'm everyday people. We everyday people. But I was going to mention something else when you mentioned that. Oh yeah, and that could be a double. That could be a stumbling block as well. Like growing up Mississippi in hard places, because then when they get to better places, they think that they're doing better off.
There was a real bad rough time. Where we came from. Her and my mom, they always was in the churches. That's where they had us at.
And that's where a lot of the joy of our people come from. That's why they love to go to church, because it's singing and dancing, and they get away from that oppression. But it's still a
other house that is wicked. And someday I know she gonna have the spirit, Lord, put the spirit on her, really ask. But when it comes to family, sometimes Jake, you just don't really put it out there like that. Until they really ask us.
Most part they know. I mean, your mother probably told her anyway.
They know.
A lot of people know, man. So be genuine when you ask the questions, man.
Yeah.
It says, and we love our people, man. Our people we know the pain of our people. Our people are struggling. They get lied to by Satan. It's a trickery game. They using witchcraft against us, psychological methods to get us down. I mean, you'd be like, damn, how do our people get on crack? I wouldn't do crack, but they got our people. They got a lot of our people like that, and it happened all across the state. So it wasn't no, it wasn't no easy thing. It was this major witchcraft and deception with that. Like I said, they started putting cocaine in the weed first before they started doing crack. So it was a gradual thing that led our people into doing stuff like that.
That's why they're so heavy in Christianity. You could try to tell them, but at this point, as deep as we are in the prophecies, if you didn't want to know the Lord didn't want you to, really look into this. Probably not going to, So it just depends. The spirit on me at that time was like, nah, don't say nothing unless she say something. Sometimes you gotta just. That's how Yahawashi was. He wasn't answering every question. Sometimes somebody asked him something, and he would be like, "Well, answer me this first. So
you can't answer that, then I'm not going to ask you this. And he said it to his own parents, shall not be about my father's business. So, we got a higher power, Father. We got a higher Father. It's a physical Father and it's a spiritual Father.
it's also about like when you you in the brotherhood, you kind of feed off of what who's ahead of you, what they do. If they ain't saying nothing, don't say nothing. We moving as a body, regardless of who come up, So she might come back, ask questions one day,
and it should be peaceful. So she saw us in our peaceful state. We're not yelling or anything, saying you're gonna get die unless you. That's what them old Jews was about. Most High didn't hate them; they were still his people, but they was kind of like, it ain't no way you gonna make it.
Just forcing it. You ain't gonna force it, It's a spirit.
You can't force feed Israel with this. Back in verse, so it said, reward her double, fill her cup, let her, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give so much. Like it ain't no little tormentor so much. Like keep tormenting her ass and shit. She's hollering, keep tormenting her ass.
And like
Most High don't deal with emotions. He's like he told us that the Egyptians that drowned and shit. Like, hey, get rid of all them motherfuckers. He didn't be like there's some good Egyptians in there or something. Man.
Yeah. And the truth is supposed to make you uncomfortable. It's supposed to make you consider your ways.
Yeah, we even be like,
we got ways that we trying to consider and make sure we on point. So like,
this is right. We don't want to get blown up by a missile. Yeah. So we be like, please, Lord, don't let us have to do that. Get blown up. That's all we can do. We ain't gonna move to another country like dodging the missiles. They say they should run from a lion into a bear, into a serpent, into a house with leaning on the walls, the serpent bit them. You can't escape the missiles or the judgment of the Most High. Even if you ain't get blown up by the missiles, you have wild beasts out there. Most High said He created the beasts to tear with the teeth and all that. That's what they use. They use their claws, but mainly their teeth. The lion would tear any kind of animal up. Just I don't give a fuck. We don't do meat like that. Like we took look out here, like lion don't give a damn blood out the mouth and everything. He from the rooter to the tutor. that's
It's beautiful y'all saying about family because right here Hebrews 11:7. By faith, Noah being one of Yahawah things not seen as yet, moved with fear and prepared an ark to the saving of his house.
Yeah.
By the which he condemned the world and became a nation by faith.
Yes.
So what we doing out here, we saving.
Yeah. Even now, they got some of them say Ruth was an Israelite, but we know as far as she's a Moabite, but she saved her whole house by hiding the spies of Israel. Like that's how merciful the Most High is.
And it said that your enemies will be of your own household. So when you do deal with family, you do got to be careful with it. You got to definitely be careful because those gonna be the main ones that pull up on you. So it's just all about you got to play chess. They might say some stuff, might ask some questions, but the thing about the Israelites is out there. It's out there.
It's like it's almost on every chapter. But it says, "Be wise among them that without." They don't have the wisdom like we do.
So I'll try to.
But one of my points too was that bringing up Ruth is that if the Most High had gave these nations blessing, He blessed Esau, He blessed Ishmael, 12 princes. She cried out and he said, even though she was still under Sarah, He told her to report back to Sarah. He still blessed her son. So how much more the Israelite? How much more the elect? We're gonna get blessings over blessings over blessings. What's we gonna say in that song? Blessings and blessings on top of the blessings, something like that. On top of blessings. We ain't worried about so much as like what we gonna give Most High. We ain't worried about that. What you gonna give us? Let's do the Most High's work and You ain't gonna have a complaint in the world when you get into the kingdom. The water's gonna be clean. The rivers, you're gonna have it's gonna be, man, so many beautiful rivers in the kingdom, man. The streets are gonna be gold. The fruit and it's gonna be on the trees. You're gonna have your place is gonna be clean because it's gonna be marble and granite and gold in even your palaces. Your women gonna be in order. You know, your children are gonna not hate you and all that. You got some father and son gun feuds, man. What the fuck is that? Shooting at your own son, shooting at your own father. That's crazy. Then it happened with that Judite woman. She was firing at her own daughter, man, telling her to never come around here. You know? That's crazy, man. And Esau loves that shit. That's why he hates this stuff. The brotherhood and the truth. We ain't killing each other no more. So it says, how much she had glorified herself and lived to listen, so much torment and sorrow give her. But she has said in her heart and her mind, I sit as a queen. That's going back to harlot. That goes back to slut. That's what America claims herself to be. They got a Queen James Bible, man. Our people worship the Queen of Heaven. They still doing it the same day. They worshiping these birthday parties, making cakes to the Queen of Heaven. They calling themselves queen. You're supposed to be princesses, elect ladies, and, under your man and prophetess, but you in the order of the Most High. What are we coming in the order of Melchizedek? We're not doing our own thing, man. This is not of us. We're listening to a higher power, man. If that's the case, we wouldn't be out here. We're fearing a higher power.
You know, anybody else who's fearing a higher power, they're going to at least inquire what we're saying, regardless of who it is, we down to that point where, it's cutting close, man. There ain't a whole lot of time to learn about Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi,
Some Jakes are just going to learn about the name.
Yeah, and some of them, you might tell them a few things and they get it, but when it comes down to it, just like I was listening to Elder Demonstrat the other day, he said, if you ain't really serious and, you ain't put forth no effort to try to figure out what's going on, when does Jake sit outside for 2 hours every Sunday? You ain't even trying to figure out what's going on. We focus on the brotherhood and the elect. That's it.
Yeah, remember they during slavery they had us killed and all that. They had us occupied with that drama and all that. They was building the world, building this stuff up. Like I said, they was building the hospitals, building the industrial type of world. Now, then they let us out of slavery. Now you can work at these industrial jobs because we got enough money. You can pick cotton till you bled. We just took that money, flipped it. We bought drugs in here, and then they put Jake into fucking projects and slums and shit. Like you said, in Mississippi, they still looking like slavery times and shit. Some of the other places, Detroit, some places real beat down, man.
Yeah.
Like damn.
Like we seen when you showed the 1970s in the Bronx. It was all beaten up over there, man. It looked like a third world country over there.
Graffiti everywhere, children hanging out, not being able to eat properly.
I was going up to Jake like, how much crack you do a day? He'd be like $500, $600. Like just talk about it like it wasn't no big deal, man.
Those are spies and shit. Like Oklahoma wickedness, they spies. What is the Negro up to today? Well, they still doing bad and barely eating. Yes.
That's what they want.
Yeah.
They don't want Jake away.
Fucking devils, man. And they're gonna play the Christian and all that. They're gonna play Christian.
That's how a lot of our people are. Yeah, they Christians, man. You can just tell, by the aura,
Yeah.
And you just gotta let the Lord separate the sheep and the goats, man. Can't get emotional and stuff. You gotta be firm. It's gonna look strange to your family when they come up to see you that you got your manly stature back. Your boldness back. That don't mean you gotta necessarily say something. It said be as you know a lot, but speak little. Sometimes you don't gotta say nothing. Standing here is more than enough. We gotta all three of them signs is enough for you to know what we talking about. Mark of the beast. Got Yahawashi over there. Got the 12 tribe sign. You ain't even, you know, you ain't see it, man. You can't see it.
Like with the truth, you can learn a lot, a whole lot in 1 hour that you learn more than you learn in church in your whole life. So, hey, man, don't take nothing to grasp and learn and see what this stuff is about. It says, so she called herself a queen. She sit as a queen, man. You know? Like, I run shit. I'm a, you know. What if Kamala Harris did make it as a president? She'll be in the mind state of this as a queen. Like, I run shit, you know? Black woman, and you know, and she's controlling things, but she's a puppet for the elites. It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning, man. Death and mourning and famine. Famine is coming back. You know? But we see Esau as homeless today, begging for food and shit. You know? And some of them might be Jakes. You know? And then you have an Israelite say, you help that white man. How you know if he's a Edomite or not? He ain't white in the first place. But you know, Most High said, even be wise among your enemies. Like, let them have no ill report of you. You can't go to the job and act a fool and shit, you know, or keep going to jail. You got a record on you and shit. Like, they're gonna be like, look at these niggas and shit, how they act. So they supposed to see a well-groomed man when you walk by, no matter if they hate you or not. Some of them say, shit, I don't even like Negroes, but this is an upstanding man right here. I don't even know what kind of Negro he is.
We ain't supposed to give no leave for him to blame the ministry. So a lot of times, you know, we just try to stay low.
It says, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Right.
That's what you're supposed to do, burn her with fire. How is she going to be burnt with fire? Nuclear missiles. You think we're going to be like, getting power and knocking on every door and shit, you Edomite, and burning them? Nah, Most High going to burn this place all at once. It's going to be speedy riddance.
You know, it's still some people who got a chance to, you know, come to the truth. So
yeah,
you
the
know,
door is still open.
Yeah, it's still open.
It's cracked.
Yeah, it's cracked.
You go on your toe, you go stick your toe up in there and try to ask, open up for one more person.
So eventually, you know, it's gonna come to that point where, you know, everybody gonna have a chance to come to the truth. You know, everybody gonna have their shot. You know, whether you see this or.
Like I said in scripture, whoever perish being innocent. So if you don't make it, you must, you wasn't innocent in the first place. So it says, death, mourning, and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord, Yahawah, who judges her. Most High is judging her. We can't send missiles. We don't have a missile. We don't have a system. Like, we don't have a military. We can't say, hey, America been treating us wrong. Let's get together and let's go on Voltron and shoot at them. Most High is doing that. And he's doing it for us. Most High said he made the world for our sake. All this orchestration, this chess stuff that the Most High got going on, is for us, Israel. He said, I'll put down the heathens. I'll be your defense. He said, it said, thou worm Jacob, I will help thee. We don't got no defense. It says that the kings of the earth who have committed a fornication of their delicious with me, they got their hand in the cookie jar. Why do you think that Arabian got a tent here? They got the 7-Elevens. They got the all these convenience stores. The mom and pop type of stores. They're taking Jake's money. The Chinese buy and get out. That's a curse on us. That's a proverb against us. Buy and get out. They don't tell nobody no other nation that but us. You know, Africans got their hand in the cookie jar. They joined the BRICS. South Africa. You think they got a Negro at the table of the BRICS as a functional, operational land leader or something? Chess piece in this place? No. Y'all walk on common grounds with the regular men on earth. You know, they ain't gonna let you sit at the table. We don't want to sit at the table. So you can't sit at the table with devils and with the the Most High. That table is gonna become a snare, man. It says, strong is the Lord that judges her. The kings of the earth live deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her. And they see the smoke of her burning. Where's that gonna come from? This is coming over here. They're gonna see it on wherever they are. They're gonna see it. They're gonna see it on the internet. They're gonna see it on satellites, through a telescope. Wherever they're gonna see the smoke of America burning. And you know what that means? Cut the harlot out. You ain't gonna make no more money because everybody's using this harlot and shit. These other nations be coming over here and being like, shit, they be taking the women and enjoying it, and they take the money of America and go over there and have more money because it's more valuable over there. But not so much now because the euro, the Bitcoin, they doing the Bitcoin, the euro, the BRICS. So America's dollar, nobody's doing that shit. Be like, all right, I'm gonna stay home.
This place is going into a great depression. We just seen the stock market drop 1,000 points. That's $1.9 trillion. And then it went back up in weaponry like 300 points. So $300 million went back into weapons. What do you think they doing? They finna go to them guns.
How do you think they funded this? By certificates and all? They ain't funded it like they used to because they $23 trillion in debt. America. So how do you think they're paying for it? Promises of the why do you think Trump said that make America great again? That's a promise to these nations. Like, come on, just still stick with us. We're gonna get it going. They promise like we're gonna get y'all to a higher future. Because Russia was divided against America, but once they was allies, talking about this plan of taking over space and all that, and controlling the whole world. But Most High divided those Edomites. Because they be like, shit, it don't seem like America's coming out of a hole or something. Like, what is she doing? Nobody believes in America no more. Our own citizens are saying, like, damn, we ain't gonna support the president no more. They calling Biden stupid, like, every day, like your own people calling you stupid. It says, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is a judgment coming, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over it. What do the merchants do? They in control of merchandise, the imports and the exports, the shipments that come in here. That's all from. I work at one of the. It's a martial arts place. It's called Century, and they got one of the highest. I think they got the highest martial arts establishment production agency, whatever, in the United States. But all the uniforms are made in Pakistan and shit. All the things, most of the things that are made in America is made in China. I mean, the products and stuff, merchandise here is made in China. China owns a great part of maybe the 80% or more of the meat products that's coming through here. So all that's gonna stop, man. There ain't gonna be nobody that's come through this place buying any more merchandise. It's gonna be flat and desolate. It says, but it's gonna say, I gotta hear myself. It says, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, but no man buyeth their merchandise anymore. All the companies that we work for is merchandise. It's food. They box it up. Burritos, whether you work for a fast food chain, whether you work for clothing store. Everything is boxed up and shipped in USP and Amazon, and they bring in the packages and the delivery. And every system got a food chain. I mean, conveyor belt, to send the merchandise through.
Logistics.
Yeah, logistics. Yeah, the inventory of these companies. Yeah, that's. I think recently the bank closed. Some of the Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and another bank. They all into some kind of lawsuit. If I'm not mistaken. You know? What happened when the Washington Mutual shut down and Chase? Wait, was it Chase? Yeah, Washington Mutual got replaced by Chase. What was that about? What did what's his name? The rapper, Big Bang take Little Bang. That's how America does. They bully people, and you got a little company, you got a mom and pop store, and if somebody take over that whole land mass or that whole area, you gotta give up your mom and pop store. You gotta sell it, and they ain't gonna give you that much money for it. If you bought something from a jewelry place, a gold chain, and it costs like $10,000, you take it to the pawn shop, they're gonna offer you like maybe $900. Like, this still is the same value as I bought this motherfucker. What's going on? Because they can do that. They can hold back from the check and not give them shit. You know? But it says, so that's why we call on the Lord to take this type of life down, and these type of enemies down, this type of lifestyle. You can't live like this. Our people are glad that there's no families being born no more. Like, I don't have no children. Children are supposed to be your joy and shit. You're supposed to have joy in your children. I don't have to deal with no nigga in my household. That's supposed to be your husband and shit. You supposed to be a family, man. Shit, the three bears knew that. They broke into Goldilocks' house. Just being humorous, but they was the Papa Bear and the Mother Bear and the little bears. They ate that porridge, man. They got their shit. All these mafia, all these gangs and shit. Like I was watching the documentary, some documentary, uh, LA gangs in it. And, it was a feature visiting the neighborhoods and all that. It was in 1988, which it was hot during that time. They said a lot of them, when he went through the neighborhoods, they were families. You know, it was first it started as a neighborhood, protecting their families against the government, against things like that. Then Esau put the drugs in there, and you told your younger brother, your older brother, like, shit, I'm selling drugs. And he was like, nah, don't do that. You're going to go to prison. He's like, I ain't waiting on this shit, man. You know, working on McDonald's and shit. And it separated the families. The father took the father out the house and broke down the families. That's what the preacher said. He said a lot of these people don't see the preachers used to be more realistic back then because they was in those neighborhoods. But when they started making that church money, they moved out those neighborhoods. Like, well, I gotta talk to these niggas, you know. But it says that they didn't have the truth. We have the truth. So it says, standing far off, lost the great city of Babylon, that mighty city from when I was just the merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls, fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet, all thine wood and all manner of vessels of ivory and all manner of vessels of most precious wood and of brass and of iron and marble. That's how they live. That's how the elites live right now. Live on them hills. When we was checking out those houses, some of those houses cost like 10 million, 15 million. You think Jay got that type of money? They got a whole different water system up there.
Our habitation that dwells in the cliffs of the rocks.
Yeah, they dwell in the cliffs of the rock. Man. You think they gonna come to a Walmart and shit? They look at Walmart like hand-me-down stuff.
They probably have somebody bring them.
Yeah,
groceries.
Everything's ordered and shit. Then what they do with us, they bring us scraps from the van and shit. We are to our best our ability, of course, but they don't care if we eat slop. Man. They didn't care if our people in slavery ate slop. The delicacy of Jacob eating right now on the two bedside is swine, man. And crab and lobster and all that. Talking about in order to impress a woman, you gotta take her to red lobster and shit. Like that's the bottom feed. That's the bottom of the wall. Now they don't even want to go do that. They even more better than that. It says and cinnamon and odors and ornaments and frankincense and wine and oil, and that's how we used to live. Solomon had all that. The Most High flipped it, took away from us, and he gave the so-called white man. Now it's their end, and we coming back in our place, in our state. The difference is this time is we ain't gonna go into captivity anymore. How you know it's this last captivity? Well, it says so. And we're gonna get immortal powers. But then we have powers back then. No, this is a learning. We read in that pocket for Most High sent us to learn good and evil. If you want to possess the nations, you're gonna have to learn evil and good. You're gonna have to deal with men according to righteousness. And when they go out, you then behead their ass if it's a sin into death. Commit adultery, take them out. Sleeping with beasts, take them out, man. This dude's still alive. The one that slept, sodomized all those dogs, he's still alive.
They still talking about Michael Vick just like
Yeah. He's the worst criminal in the world. And he just fought dogs.
He wasn't sodomy too.
Nah, and it wasn't even no deep practice. I think that happened like a couple of times.
It was like his relatives.
Yeah. They playing in something. Can't just scapegoat. That's how they do. They single object, make him the worst criminal in the world. Accuse our brethren. You don't think he's accused of our brethren? Look how many the Karens on the earth prove that they be telling on our ass. Like I said, most of the time when Jake get fired, best believe it's somebody that told on your ass, said you did something. I saw him acting suspicious at his car and shit. You can't hang out at your job. I mean, that's not a wise thing to do. To hang out at your job with the door open and you're talking to another person. When you leave your job, when you get off work, leave that motherfucker. Somebody watching you and shit. It says, frankincense, wine, oil. I want to be in the kingdom and sit down and drink wine with the brethren. And you in your palace of marble, and you coming out looking over the waters and shit. You know what I'm saying? You got your wives are back at the palace, talking about how great you are. And shit. Look at him with the brothers. Look at him shining and all that. Got his fro out because everything is good. Hey man, ready to get out of it. I mean, most of there's still some beautiful things in the way, and trees and all that. You go to the park and
Not much left.
Yeah.
But there is.
go to the lake. Shit, you go to the lake these days, you gonna find a dead body and shit.
Yeah, somebody drowning in that bitch.
Yeah.
They're celebrating the 4th of July. Lord done made their ass to get out and swim.
It says frankincense and wine and oil and fine flour and wheat and beasts and sheep and horses and chariots and slaves. There's gonna be no more slaves here. There's gonna be no in the souls of men. They're trying to take all that from us, man. They're trying to get our soul in this very place. Like going out against the Most High every day. They want us going off with the Most every day. Shit, we'll put pork in the beef. We'll put swine on the doors and swine in the railroads and all that. We'll drop chemtrails on their ass every single day. We'll stay up the weather and shit, so when we do drop the chemtrails, their pores open and shit. It gets sick and get cold. You know? At the same time, we'll promise them more promises through this voting system, through our Democratic and Republican Party. You know? Like, damn, how evil can these people be? How wicked can these people be, man? You can't grow no crops no more. You're on private property. You know, you can't, even an herb is a medicine. You can't grow more than 8 plants or something. You know?
They were saying you couldn't collect rainwater.
You can't collect rainwater. I think it's still something like that today.
You know? As far as claw swat, you own up and be happy.
Yeah. You can't drive too fast. You can't park anywhere you want to. You can't walk anywhere you want to. You know? It's like, what can you do in this damn place, man?
Really, all we was meant to do here was to warn our people.
That's it.
You know, that's it.
We're packing up our bags like that. Most likely gonna have us pack up our bags like that.
It's different ways to do it, especially like when you're dealing with immediate family, like what just happened. Like, you know, they know your number and stuff, you know, so it's better. Like sometimes, you know, you just give it some time, you know, call them. Like, what do you think about it? What do you think about it? You know, you gotta, cause you know, you don't want to try to scare them off. You know, you want to try to, cause you know, I know how bad Christianity is my family. You know, I want to try to think about like pray about it first. Ask the Lord how to approach your family sometimes first before you get into stuff, because a lot of people ain't ready to know the truth, you know.
Yeah. And that's the system of America to push things down your throat.
Yeah.
Like protest.
Yeah, you be careful, you know.
Causing riots and all that. Like,
it didn't seem like she wanted to know. Like my spirit was telling me, like, I know I'm going off subject with this, like, this is kind of on my spirit, you know. I ain't never really had my family come up to the camp, you know. So, but it's beautiful, you know. It's beautiful that, you know.
I mean, sometimes it's gonna take them to see some greater things, you know.
Yeah.
Just like when a lot of stuff that went down during the ministry and back then, Peter, Paul, and John, like things were happening. It was riots being caused, and they called Paul a ringleader. It was shit happening. So everybody was believing, like, plus Yahawashi was doing miracles and all that. So, you know, hey, it says they're gonna be willing in the day of thy power. You know, and they don't know this is a state of power right now. This is the word of heaven, man. Teaching no different book than what they taught in church. They just didn't teach it.
Try to put a spirit on me, maybe ask her a little bit one of these days. It's different when you're dealing with your family, you know. It's like, it's kind of like you want to tell them everything, but sometimes you just gotta, go easy on them, go slow on them.
And then it's a certain thing. If your family know that you really ain't never been no like crazy ass dude that caused the family havoc and all that, burden to your mother and all that, they kind of have more respect for you.
Yeah, my family, we didn't, I wasn't, bad kid or whatnot, bad child. I listened to my parents, whatnot. So, but at the same time,
it's a certain kind of respect.
Yeah, it's just a respect that we like in this city. That's what we respect our elders, just like we do GMS,
We still respect our father and mother.
Yeah,
When we talk in their presence, we'll be like, yeah, you gonna die.
Yeah, and all that,
I understand, Pops. Yeah, you got your way.
Me says yay high and stuff. So, I just, different people, in your family, you really wanting to see the Lord bring him salvation. So I don't want to push her away. But hey, it's gonna come out. Eventually, it's gonna come out. But I feel like I should have said a little something, but I didn't say nothing. You know.
We're going back to verse 14. We'll start closing out. It says in the fruits. No, don't worry about that. It's going to come back around. She saw, she probably saw videos of Israelites just cussing and stuff. And she saw your comments. She saw your comments. And you said hot back to her a couple of times.
I just didn't want to jump in front of you, Kim. It's all about,
this is,
just following a lead, and so I just didn't want to jump in.
I was reading that spirit too. I could have said something too. Reading the spirit,
she ain't really trying to hear that right now.
Yeah, she just like she said, she just wanted to say hi.
I just wanted to hear your point on it.
Yeah.
I'm new, so I'm still learning. Stuff like that.
But you will hear from your mother. Hear from your mother. She's gonna talk to your mother. That's a sister.
That's my aunt.
Yeah, but is that her sister? Or your sister?
It's my father's son.
So, verse 14. So the fruits that the soul lusted after are departed from thee, and all things that were dainty and goodly are departed from thee, and thou shalt find them no more at all. There ain't no good dainties here. Especially all that philosophy, that crap in America, that education in America, ain't gonna be no more. Nothing's gonna be standing here. It's gonna be fear and trembling of the Most High, because that. Can you imagine the country seeing this place destroyed? Shit, look how fearful the people got when they saw the towers going down. That was just 2 towers.
Yeah.
How much more of this whole place
get lit up on fire?
And they're gonna see chariots, see a laser in there. Like, laser.
And before that, it's gonna be much terror because of the Civil War. Yeah. So it's not gonna be like this. Everybody just like this when the missile starts coming. It's gonna be already chaos in the streets.
Talked about that Purge movie. Yeah. The Purge is already happening. It's like ain't no government stepping in for the child trafficking or Jake getting shot. They could do a whole government operation against that stuff. But they just letting it happen because that's the Purge. That's part of the Purge. Part of the sacrifice to Baal and all.
Yeah.
Blood sacrifices. It says, the merchants of these things which were made rich by her shall stand afar off of it for fear of her torment, weeping and wailing and saying, Alas, alas, the great city that was clothed. So it's going to reiterate. And was clothed in fine linen and purple and scarlet and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls for 1 hour. So great as riches come to not. That's why I said your gold is cankered. It's moth-eaten.
Be a witness against you.
Yep. Be a witness against you. They got gold in the caverns and shit, catacombs, underground. It says, for 1 hour so great riches is coming not, and every shipmaster in the company of ships and sailors, as many as trade by sea. And that's what the trade war. They got trade wars that happen. Because of different economic strategies and all that. Different value of things. They got trade wars. Like, we ain't trading you for that. Yeah, you ain't worth that.
That's what the Brits are doing right now. They trading amongst each other to keep America out of the loop.
Sharing profits and stuff. It says, trade by sea still afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, what city is like this? This great city. What city is like it to America? How did America come down? Who did this? How did? Well, they're gonna know, but I'm just saying. It's gonna be like, man, they thought never it could happen.
And more people is turning on this place every day. We already got recently South Korea is saying they might break ties, nuclear ties with America because North Korea just put all these intercontinental ballistic missiles on the border, these launches, and they over there aiming at South Korea. So South Korea, they made a deal with America not to make no missiles, So, but now they saying, hey man, we know America can't help us. they are already barely keeping afloat. So they like, hey, we might have to break that treaty, man, and you know.
Yeah.
So
and everybody's looking for power and energy.
mm-hmm.
So what does that mean? Hey, South Korea might join North Korea.
They might join the BRICS, man.
Yeah.
At this point, because
And that's
they
gonna
made
make
all
America mad.
these empty promises they've been giving out though.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That they will protect them and whatnot as long as you just do whatever we tell you to do. And now it's all, you know.
Yeah. It says cast, it says, what city is like this great city? And they cast dust on their heads and cried with weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, the great city where we were made rich, all that has ships in the sea, by reason of a costliness in 1 hour is she be made desolate. Yeah, the whole Babylon, they speak of like this great magnitude of ships and people being involved to, as a, you know what I'm saying? Into this congressional, this conglomerate power system.
I can't be talking about old Babylon.
Yeah.
Old Babylon didn't rule the earth. You know, it didn't have 7 heads and 10 horns. It didn't have all the kings of the earth. Wonder and after. You know,
They didn't have that MOTV.
But they did fall by the Medo-Persians. That's why Russia and Iran is going to be the one to take this place down. Yeah. It's the same story.
And it says, for unrighteous dealings and riches got by the sea, one kingdom should be translated to another. So what is this kingdom? What is this? The power system going to translate into us? Us, man. You know, we're going to be the new banking family, but we're going to be spiritually rich and physically rich. We're going to still have gold in our teeth and the mouth and gold chains and all that. Most High ain't no, what do you call it? He ain't no door of power, man. He makes sure Israel get decked out. He said in the scripture, look, who's the one that decked you out like that? Gave you a gold around your neck, diadem in your forehead. Shit, the East Indians got that from us. And if you go to some of these Caribbean places, our women still wear dresses and they got that thing, that crown-like thing that they wear on their heads and hang in the middle of their forehead. Like, we was decked out, man. The Native Americans, when they went to war, they was decked out. It says, and the Native Americans had the spirit like the spirit in the scriptures. Because what they do, they had war dances, ceremonial type of things before they went to war, races after they went to war, you know, and did got together, did music and all that, drunk wine, you know. That's the spirit of an Israelite. It says, when were they made rich by all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for 1 hour she is made desolate. Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostles and prophets, for Most High have bridged you on her, man. You know? It says, and the mighty angel took up a great stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be thrown down and shall be found no more at all.
You know, Babylon didn't get hit with missiles.
Yep.
This has got to be talking about America, Babylon the Great. So
it says she shall burn with fire.
And it said the other nations would do it too. When you get down to, when you go into 17, talk about how the other nations will hate the Lord. And that's what we see.
And it says spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt. And that Babylon, those are the Africans. The whole Babylon was the Africans, those Egyptians, those, you know what I'm saying? That's where I am. So the Egyptian against Egyptian is talking about this now.
Yeah. Esau.
Yeah. So we in a whole new realm of spirituality now, man. It's gonna be beautiful, man. Let's see some angelic stuff happening around this place, man. I can't wait till that happens. It's already happening. Because we know Most High is moving his pieces, but when they actually see some stuff, you know, we actually like wake up. We might not even, some of us might not even have to work no more.
Yeah, us doing this work is the first sign of seeing that things spiritually are happening. You know, this is a superpower right here. Yeah. Talk about 2,000 years of us not knowing the truth, and then it coming back into us at this time. Yeah. You know, no matter what we did, that's grace. You know, because we did fall away, which means what? We was completely in wickedness, man. We was completely in sin, looking for the Lord still, but we was completely in sin. We was just dying, hoping that we was following the right way, probably following Christianity, probably following something else, died, and now we done came back. He done gave us His truth. That's a miracle in itself. You know, and if you can't see that, you ain't gonna get to the other stuff. You ain't gonna be able to see the other stuff.
Yeah. That's why you gotta calm your ass down and stand still and really open up your spiritual ears and eyes. But if, like we said, most I don't want you to do that, it ain't gonna happen.
He gonna have you just come and leave or whatever, you know. But if you really are sincere, you gonna ask. You know, you gonna ask and be like, hey, I really want to know what y'all doing. You know, just like that one lady did. She wasn't even, you know, she probably wasn't Edomite. She came, what are y'all doing? Taking pictures and shit. What's going on over here? You know, but you know, our family, man, they don't get it yet.
But we all gonna be in the kingdom anyway.
Yeah, we all gonna go home.
We all gonna go.
Either way, man.
You know, looked over the river and saw a band of angels coming to take me home. You know. So hey, man, it's a beautiful thing at the end. Anyway, and it says better is the end of the thing than the beginning of it. So if this is the end of the world and wherever way we gotta go out, we're gonna be in the kingdom. Anyway, hopefully it was edifying. Giving all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Rawchaa, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Bahasham, Salutation, brothers, teachers, work for the OKLA. Sincere brothers,